36 now. 1st and 10. Prescott now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Hurts. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. 17-0 our score after 1. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. In motion right here, Washington. First down, Prescott. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Prescott. Complete to Washington. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Inside give to Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Throwing. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on. Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Then on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now. They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Ooh, with a juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my God.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the 16, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Caught on the slant.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott on 1st down.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Running with Elliott, and this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. To throw is Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Okay, ready?
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case,